What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition, coming at you live from some Hampton Inn in Canton, Michigan. That's right, I have events here, but I decided to get my live done today, so I scheduled my events where I can make sure to make this happen. Got late checkout at the hotel room, so I'm good to go. Anyway, the live voting at the Olympia, where the fans vote, really means absolutely nothing at all. Basically, what happens is the fans vote. However, if the judges choose someone that you don't judge, it's not going to overturn the actual decision. So you voting really is just a way for you to feel empowered, but it does nothing. It's trying to get people to essentially be more involved and communicate about the Olympia. However, they don't give a fuck what you're talking about. They don't care about anything. You have no power at all. So what does that mean? Well, that means that I think it's a farce. And I think that people are getting all worked up for nothing because it doesn't prove anything. It's the same as is the same judges voting for the same people. Nothing at all changes. So what I propose, and I want to get your opinions on this. I believe there are 8 judges on the panel. Make the 9th vote. Put 9 votes, the fans' choice. So you literally have 8 individuals, and then you will have 1 vote that is a consensus of the public. Now, I do not believe the entire show should be in the hands of the public, or else Kai Green would have won every Olympia since he started competing. Also, Jay Cutler would have beat Ronnie a few times because remember when Ronnie was winning, a lot of people really hated that and thought that Jay was the uncrowned Mr. Olympia. Even though, in fact, when I look at it, I think Ronnie should have won in those shows. A lot of them. Some of them were debatable. However, if we made that 9th vote, a fan judge, a fan vote, I think that'd be absolutely fantastic. However, right now, the way they're doing it, it has no bearing on the decision. It's just kind of like a fake vote. It's like, well, the fans chose this, but in reality, here's what the judges chose, so you go fuck yourself. However, if you had that 9th vote, right? Or if you had whatever, I guess there's 8 judges, so the 9th vote. If you had, okay, let's say there's a tie. The fans could actually break the tie. Or the fans could be the deciding vote. Or the fans could create some sort of a thing going on. But right now, there's absolutely no power to the fans. However, I do not believe we should have an American Idol thing where dial 9555 and you will be the next American Idol. Dial 1 for Clay Aiken. Dial 2 for Ruben Studdard. Now, I don't believe we should do that. I believe we should have judges. We should have professional judges doing it. But I don't really think that we should have just no power. So if you're going to promote you're doing something, absolutely actually do something to change it. Absolutely put some power in the fans' hands. And let's be real. A couple thousand people voting would be pretty awesome to count for one of the votes towards the winner. What do you guys think? Let me know. We'll rock right into a Q&A. Personally, I think it's a lot to do about nothing. Nick's done videos. Everybody's done a video about the fans voting. And I really don't think it proves much at all. But anyway, let's hear your thoughts. Let's go live Q&A, guys. This is a live Q&A. I will go for 20 minutes because I have an event to go to. I am in Michigan right now. I'm going to be at Vitamin Supplement Superstore, whatever it's called. Sorry, I can't think of the name right now. It's off the top of my head. But I will be there. We're training at Daily Fitness, which is next door. So I will be at the store from 4 to 5:30. From then on, we're going to go ahead and we're going to rock out a training session at Daily Fitness. Everybody's invited. The training session's free. I have my Vitamix with me. I'll be blending up some ice cream sandwich MTS smoothies. And, yesterday, rocked it out, was at a store called Snavo. Sport nutrition outlet. We were there. We trained at a hardcore gym called Strength Depot. It was a really good time. Much love to Detroit. Much love to Michigan, allowing me to be a part of this. We had a huge turnout last night. Today, I actually we're in Michigan. Jeff, I'll be in at Vitamin something. It's on my Instagram. I think it's in Westland, I believe. But check out my Instagram at Marc Lobliner, and I posted this morning where I will be at. But I will be there at 4 p.m. So in approximately 3.5 hours, I'll be in store, and then around 5:30, we're going to head over to Daily Fitness, and we're going to grab a hell of a workout over there. And this morning, I actually trained my brother over to LA Fitness, and it was a good time. My brother's in town on business, coincidentally. We didn't even plan that. So regardless, That's what's going on in Michigan today, but let's answer some Q&As, and we'll go ahead and we'll rock and roll. Yo, what's up, Andy Cast? Order 66. Wow, I haven't had one of those in a day. What'd I do? Like, what'd I do to warrant this one? I'm kind of in a little box here. Like, all I do, I've been on the road, I've been in Wisconsin, just taking care of the fans and people who support me, but I appreciate you spending enough time where you would put that on here and take time out of your busy. It is the work day, Kelv. Don't you have a job? What up, Peanut Head? Yeah, my head is a little too small for my body, I agree. But then again, your body's too small for your head, so that must be really terrible, right? Is benching 100 pounds over your body weight average? I don't think so. I think, I bench 340. I don't think many people off the street, if you just walk down Times Square and say, hey, bench 100 pounds over your body weight, I think that's well above average, above the average person. Fitness 253 heard about this other day, some American Idol crap. It's not really, because the votes don't mean anything. The votes don't mean anything at all. It's a farce. Just got done riding 31 miles on a bike. That's far. That's far. Actually, my bike rides are usually, I don't know, if I do like, let's say 4, I usually go for around 10 or 15 miles, I bet, when I do my morning bike rides. They're great. The only thing is, it makes my balls numb after I'm done. Love from New Zealand. Man, I love New Zealand. I can't wait to go back there. Trying to schedule a trip in December with Mike Rashid and Sean Torbati to go back. So hopefully we're able to hit up New Zealand on the way back. Detroit in the house. Jeff, I look forward to you coming over. See where I'm going to be at. It's on my Instagram page. Instagram page is Marc Lobliner. On a motorcycle. Very nice, Gary. That's funny. You should go enter the Mr. Olympia. You have to actually qualify for it. And you have to be an IFBB pro. And I was an ABBA pro, but my ABBA pro card, I'm retired, so my pro card is expired. So that means I could jump on an NPC stage tomorrow with no ramifications. Not saying I will, but I might. Maybe a secondary trophy for viewer's choice that comes with a $50K prize. Josh, I actually like that idea. I really do. Kind of like you get the Best Poser Award, or you get Fight of the Night in UFC. Josh, I think that's a well-compromised position. The People's Choice Award. The People's Champ. Since The Rock's involved with the Olympia, what if The Rock did it and you had the People's Champ? I'm just saying, I think that's a good idea, Josh. I didn't even think of that. Sure is, Jay. I was born up there. Okay, we're having a conversation. He's a poo-poo face. Yes, I am. I am. There's that saying that I participate in analingus. Analingus. That's eating ass. Does he train his neck? No. No, and that could be why I have a small neck. He's a poo-poo face, but he's making that money, pretty boy. Yeah, I'm quite wealthy. Jack Mofo, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I posted an update picture on my Instagram page, that Instagram, Marc Lobliner, and I also have my vlog going on the Lobliner channel. That's youtube.com/Lobliner. Thoughts on DHEA supplementation? I've never been a big fan. I always feel if you're deficient in testosterone, rather than taking something suppressive like DHEA, I'd rather see you go to an endocrinologist and see what you can do to restore or supplement your testosterone with TRT. I will not be at the SITFU in Lebanon next month. I have plans that have already been set for months in advance that day, I believe. What do you think about apple cider vinegar? I love it for digestive purposes. When I'm at home, I drink a tablespoon with my morning shake every day. It does nothing for fat loss, in my opinion. It doesn't hurt it, but it doesn't help it. I do believe it's great for digestive processes and breaking down food and keeping you in a good place. L-carnitine, machine fuel, or solo, either. Can't go wrong. Best time to take L-carnitine nap, believe it or not, is post-workout with an insulin spike. It increases the uptake of carnitine into the system, which will lead to increased free test and yada, 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 yada. What's your opinion on how to spread fat intake throughout your day's diet? Randy, while at the end of the day, calories in versus calories out is key, I believe in distributing your fat throughout the day to control insulin is the way to go. So I like to have 10 to 15 to 20 grams per meal of fat to help distribute and blunt your insulin response from the meal, which keeps my energy levels more sustained and keeps me happy because I get to eat peanut butter a lot. Donald Miller. I think the public vote could and should count for something, but also take into account that a lot of people don't judge for the same things official judges are looking for. I think official judges look more for gay for pay, fellatio skills, and things like that. I never understood NPC or IFBB judges saying, oh, he paid his dues, he paid his dues. Last time I checked, you were judged on how you looked for that day. So I think it may be a good thing, kind of like how, we have people looking at running for president who aren't politicians. maybe have people who aren't jaded and subjective like judges judging. If we have fans vote, maybe we could see how truly in tune with what people want to see the judges are, and we can make changes to bodybuilding and judging criteria as such, thus increasing the popularity of the sport. Do you recommend SARMs? No, I'm not a big fan of them, but if you like SARMs, I'm not the guy to ask. What's up, Mark? What's up, Paul B? Deadlifting yesterday, used straps, and now my right hand is numb. Should I be worried? I don't know, but if it persists, I recommend seeking some medical attention. How do I get rid of my pain in my hip crease from squatting? Well, I mean, there's many things you can do: foam roll, pin roll, get it checked out, rehabilitatory exercises. I think just getting it out there, massaging it manually with a lacrosse ball, with a pin, with a roller, things like that will help work it out, so to speak. Fag. In the UK, I believe that is a cigarette. I want to do open bodybuilding in the future as an IFBB pro, but I really don't want to have to start taking all the peptides, HGH, IBA, IGF, the current pros are taking. Then don't. I mean, there are, only reason I like classic physique. Well, there is the universe, which is allegedly natural, but, you don't have to take anything, and you don't have to be a pro, and it's not going to enhance your life whatsoever. Just as someone who has a pro card, no one ever cared. Order 66. There we go. You're going hard on that, Zealandese. You should be proud of yourself. Are SARMs bad to take as a 16-year-old? Yes, absolutely they are. Is your sip 200 milligrams per milliliter? It is a 300. No, it's a 200. Sorry, it's a 200. Yes, it's 200 milligrams. Do I need to take carnitine 1.2 grams all at once? Yeah, I recommend your dose be in the 1 to 1.5 gram range. Yes, take that twice a day. How can I get a bike seat that doesn't hurt your balls? You can get a bike seat. No, I like the pain. It makes me realize that I really don't like exercising. I may be a bean man, but at least I can afford a real living, douchebag. Oh, I think he's talking to another guy. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thanks for having my back. Do macros matter for the regular person trying to lose weight? Absolutely, macros matter to everybody. Because without proper macros, you're not going to lose weight because you won't be in a caloric deficit. Nah, Ben, I don't go nuts on SARMs. I simply defer to other people. Zealandese with another order 66. We'll go for one more and then we'll block him, guys. You good for that? Going once, going twice. Zealandese sold. You're blocked, bitch. Hey, Mark, I walk 10,000 steps a day. Does this mean I'm a highly active person? No, it means you walk 10,000 steps a day. That's not highly active. That's just someone who walks. 10,000 steps should be a normal day, just parking further away from the grocery store. How to handle DHT hair loss? I don't know. I have the same hairline I had when I was 15 years old. I have no idea. Ask somebody who knows. What's your favorite part of boxing training? Being done with it. I really didn't enjoy much of it. I like punching things. I like sparring. But honestly, it wasn't my cup of tea. But I'm gonna do it once or twice a week. I have boxing on Thursday this week. But dude, I'm not a fighter, man. I just did it for charity, and I did it for the Semper Fi Fund, and I'm good to go. What's your best body part aside from my penis? Because I know that's what most guys would say. It's not even my favorite. It's my favorite part to use. My best body part is probably my chest and my lats. Is taking creatine at age 14 safe? Absolutely. They should just bring in a guest judge, former Mr. O. Courtney, that's a fucking great idea. That's a really good idea. That is, I'm seeing some great ideas, way better than what the fuck they came up with. I won a track race, had to wear a vest, and for the first time ever, I got questioned on my gyno and PEDs. Good for you, man. Good for you. Where can I get DMAA? I have no idea. Hey, Mark, what's your opinion on EMS as a way for developing mind-muscle connection? I like EMS for its, especially the Mark Pro. I'm a huge advocate of the Mark Pro. I obviously love it for that. I don't know about mind-muscle because you're involuntarily contracting due to electrical stimulus. However, I do like the Mark Pro. That's all I know for recovery and pain mediation from injury. Should I take naps during the day when I have an early morning flight and need to wake up at 1 a.m.? Dude, I took a nap today. I went to bed at 1:30 a.m. last night. I woke up at 5 a.m. so I could lift with my brother and get some work done. And I had a meeting with somebody overseas. So at around 11 o'clock, I took a nap because I have to drive home tonight. I won't be home till 2 a.m. So, Does AAS stop your natural growth if you're a 19? I'm not sure about it closing up your growth plates, but I don't think a 19-year-old should be taking steroids. Does core workouts and crunches help lose fat, help fat loss and waist midsection? No, it helps you develop muscle, but it won't help you lose fat because you can't target train. It will help you lose fat by creating caloric deficit. If that is the activity that puts you over the top of burning more calories than you take in. However, you cannot spot reduce. Or should I wait until I go down in fat percentage to do those exercises? Always do those exercises because you're just gonna look like a fat bag of bones if you don't. I don't understand these people like, should I do cardio before I do weights and lose? No, build muscle, be healthy, and that helps you lose more fat because the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. I'm on Test D500. Should I add D-Bull? I'm not a drug guy. It's not what I do. Any other forms of cardio you like other than bike, Tabata, and hill sprints? Any kind other than running? Oh, I do my bike. Oh, it's already bike. I like any kind of cardio. You know, I do a lot of different things. You know, I do anything I can. Playing soccer, all that stuff. Avocado versus peanut butter, both good. I mean, they're both monounsaturates, which are good fats. Can you pec bounce a lot more in your videos, please? That's a little bit weird, bro. What's the best type of massage to get for muscle recovery? Deep tissue, sports massage, things like that. Have you thought about coming out with an MTS energy drink and protein bar? Our protein bar will be launching in about 8 weeks. I finalized it after 2.5 years of R&D. Personally, R&Ding it. I told you guys I never stopped. I'm looking at a launch in about 8 weeks at the Olympia. Suggestion for contest, maybe follow the same format as Miss America Beauty Contest, Bikini Contest, ask them silly political questions, judges. I don't think I want to hear Big Rami's thoughts on world peace. It just doesn't interest me. I just want to see him flexing and shit. That's just me. Maybe that makes me gay, and that's fine because I don't discriminate. I just started TRT a couple weeks ago. I'm at 0.25 milliliters 3 times a week and 500 HC twice a week. Starting to actually feel a lot better. Dude, it's a life changer if you are truly deficient. Jumping into a startup in sales role next week. Any tips to make the biggest possible impact? Sales is a numbers game. The more calls you make, the more deals you make. So you want to get on the phone. You want to make as many calls as you can because the more impressions you make, and remember, follow up. A lot of the times you're not going to make that sale on the first impression. So be sure to follow up and not relent. And obviously handling objections is the main thing you can do in the sales process. Thanks for answering my question. Keep the good content. I'm stacking drop factory, Hembine, and L-carnitine. Awesome. Is a 450 deadlift good at 18 years old, 6 foot? It's 450. Shit, I was only deadlifting 415 this morning. Good for you. Is it okay for your health to not care about aesthetics and train only for power and strength, i.e. above 20% body fat? No, I believe that's over fat, and I believe that leads to extra stress on your heart. It's okay for your health. It's not optimal. How much liter of water do you recommend? It depends how active you are. However, I don't mind seeing, let's say 3 liters, which is about a gallon. How can I recognize gyno? It's when you have titties. I love all your product, Mark. It's not a game. Thank you. Have you noticed anything from your vitamin B12 shots? I don't know. I feel amazing. I've never had this much energy, but I'm also on more testosterone and more HCG than I was, an HCG period. So I don't know. I really don't know. What percent of your calorie intake should be fat when you eat higher to moderate carbs? I'm not going by percent. I think 0.3 to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight is about right. EC Fitness, what's up? Are carbs just as important as protein when trying to build muscle? Not really, but they help. What carbs do is they provide your body with an immediate energy source because glucose is your preferred source of energy. So that allows your body not to break down protein via gluconeogenesis for energy to convert it to glucose. So by having readily available glucose, your body cannot use that protein and it can go to your muscles. And, you know, basically it's protein sparing. So while it's not necessarily as important, it can be a vital component to gaining muscle. When supplementing B12, what is the best way to ingest? Spray? I think pills are fine. I think you could do it orally. I'm counting my protein at 1.5 per pound body weight, but I don't count my calories. I have this wrong. I'm trying to grow muscle. You need to be hypercaloric to grow muscle, man. Hypercaloric. So while you are counting your protein, it's adequate. You also need to count your overall calories, which includes calories from fat and carbohydrate. Respect from Hawaii 808, jumping into the boxing and hammering down. Thank you so much, man. Never doing that shit again. Cocaine is pre-workout. Sounds like a good supplement. Well, that was Rick James. Rick James said, cocaine is a hell of a drug. You feeling tired yet from that supplement tour? I'll tell you what, man. I feel good now after I took that nap. I seem to hit PRs day after smoking pot. Not a common occurrence, but it seems to work. If it works for you. How many days it takes to grow body naturally? No idea what that means. 28 with 680 test levels, tired and run down a lot, libido sucks as well. Well, get your blood work done and see an endocrinologist. There's more to your life than testosterone. There's more hormones involved. I think they should have the competitors slap box, winner takes all. A happy ending massage. Very nice, Gary. Very nice. God, you are horrible at attempting to box. I agree, and for that matter, I am going to retire. However, Esteban, I am 1-0. What is your record? Biatch! Undefeated. Let me see. Esteban, I'm a retired pro bodybuilder, which means I won a bodybuilding pro card. I boxed once. I'm 1-0. I was recruited out of high school to play D1 football. Esteban, what have you done with your life? Oh my God, you're commenting on my YouTube channel. You're so fucking happy. Dork. Any good bulking and diet advices to gain a lot of weight? Go to massdiet.com. That's www.massdiet.com. massdiet.com. There's all you need. Just found out I am 13% body fat. 1 year ago I was 26. That's awesome. You helped me a lot. Dude, Nick, congratulations. Awesome. I'm really sincerely proud of you, bro. How much percent should my surplus be in a bulk? Aim to gain 1 to 2 pounds a month. Whatever it takes to get to 1 to 2 pounds a month. Whether that's a 2% surplus or a 20%. Apple cider vinegar, your thoughts? I think it's great for digestion. I do not think it helps you lose body fat. Packing, chaws, and lifting. No clue what that means. Man, I listen to you and you changed my life. You're the real deal, man. God bless you. Well, God bless you, Rodney. I'm lifting until I can't do another rep, but either I recover faster, I'm not training as hard. I think I feel the same. I don't think you should get sore. There's no reason to lift until you can't do another rep. It's been shown in studies that going beyond failure, going to failure, doesn't really increase your gains. But hey, if you like it, do it. I just don't see you loving that forever. Can you build muscle imbalances if you only did chin-ups, bench press? I say, why limit yourself? Respect to any man or woman to step in the ring and kill it, Mark. Thank you. What are your 1 rep max for bench, squat, and deadlift? I have no idea because I haven't done a 1 rep max in forever. Avocado protein toast. Ever tried it? Well, I have avocado and I put it on toast and I have eggs with it. If that's considered avocado protein toast, I posted on my Instagram every day for about 30 days straight about 6 or 7 months ago. All right, well, we're all caught up on questions, man. We rocked through that, but we have more. Never took lifting or working out seriously, but now that I'm 34, I want to be healthy for my family. So where should I get a good place to start? Exercise, diet, etc. Depends if you're over fat or too small. Generally speaking, a good book that'll give you a nice lifting routine and diet basis is dropfactorbook.com. That's dropfactorbook.com. It's a book I wrote. Honestly, just get to the gym, get active, do cardio, lift 3 days a week, do full body 3 days a week to start. Just get in the gym and do something, but don't do too much. Don't get sore. If you get a little bit sore, that's fine, but I'm talking sore where you can't move because that'll fuck up your life. And you have a family and you don't want to fuck up your days with your daughter or your son or your wife because you can't walk because you squatted too hard. No more train with Mark as a reward on TF. I'm burnt out. I have 2. I have a guy coming in on the 18th and a guy coming in August. We did 2 of them. I got to get those done, and then we'll think about putting it back up. But I'm so booked up with store events, guys, that I just can't do it. And I got to go to all my daughter's soccer tournaments and stuff. I'm not going to miss those. Is gaining mass the only way to get rid of excess skin from a big gut? I dropped 240 to 170 in 8 months. Now I'm only gaining mass. I really just work on classic physique, elastic skin. Honestly, if it's excess skin, you need to get it surgically removed. If it's there still. If it's like not skin, you're just still fat. You know what I mean? You're still fat. We need to lose more weight. At what age should I start lifting heavy? As soon as you can. What is a good bench to shoulder press ratio? I didn't know such a ratio existed. How much L-arginine should I take a day to use its benefit for thicker, more prominent gains? Arginine doesn't really do much of anything, so don't bother with it. Try losing body fat, staying hydrated, getting your electrolytes in, and gaining lean mass, and then you'll be more vascular. Vascular people are vascular all the time, and they get more vascular when they train. What you could add in Clash and Vasky pre-workout, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you have enough electrolytes in your system. Do you have a good 3-day split for a baseball player? I do, but it would be focused on baseball shit, and I can't really, and I don't have one written down, but if you go, what's his name? Eric Cressy on Twitter. Or on Instagram, Eric, E-R-I-C, Cressy, C-R-E-S-S-E-Y. Eric Cressy, I believe, is one of the foremost functional trainers for baseball. In fact, I believe he's probably the best. Follow him, and you might be able to DM him, but Eric Cressy. Do you have any new MTS flavor ideas brewing in your noggin? I got about 5 of them I'm about to come out with. I'm 6'6", 315 in weight. Do you think that water fasting is great for someone that loves weightlifting? I think you need to go on a diet and stop being so fat. See dropfactorbook.com. I don't think fasting's your answer. I've been cutting and seeing lots of ab development. Can't seem to bring out those lower abs. Should do more cardio and do lower exercises. Just drop more fat. Whether it takes a caloric deficit through diet or cardio, you need to drop more fat. Why did you shit on the vets? Operation Truth, I didn't shit on the vets. I just did a boxing event in Ohio and raised thousands of dollars. Within the last year, we have raised over $70,000 for Semper Fi Fund. I still talk to Vanessa from the Semper Fi Fund every day. I had to cancel the event because it was going to cost more to put on the event than it was than we were going to raise. And all of these celebrities did nothing, except for a couple of them, like Alan Roberts, did nothing to promote it. And we had under 100 tickets sold with under 4 weeks left, and I had no choice but to cancel it. But to say I shit on the vets after spending $20,000 of my own money and raising $70,000 within a year, Operation Truth, other than serving, which I'm guessing you have with your name, and if you haven't, then I'm sorry for misrepresenting that. To say I shit on the vets after raising over $70,000 in 1 year is a really fucked up thing to say. What have you done? How much have you raised in the past year for vets? So, with that said, that's a really fucked up thing to say. I canceled an event that was going to flop because everybody who committed to helping me do it backed out on me. Most everybody. Obviously, Alan Roberts and others didn't. But I had no choice but to cancel that event because it was going to cost me $20,000 to raise 10. We sold less than 100 tickets at $30 each. Okay? That's not a lot of tickets. That's $3,000. I already had over $3,000 invested in it. I wasn't even going to break even. And I don't get any of the money back. Like last year, I lost 20 grand. I lost it. It all went. All 60 grand donated at that event went to the Semper Fi Fund. And the Real Weights for Real Heroes Fund is still going to raise over $10,000 for Semper Fi. Plus the boxing event in Cincinnati, I haven't seen what Danny was able to donate to them. That raised a few thousand as well that I just did. So to say that I turn my back on vets, you know what? You can fuck yourself. That is fucked up. That's not even right. So yeah, I did not shit on the vets. Unreal. I can't do anything right. Like, I do nice things and that's what I get. Like, I raised 70 grand. My wife and I put fucking countless hours into raising $70,000 for fucking veterans, and that's what you do? Really? I've donated through Mark Pro. I've donated over $2,000 to Semper Fi Fund, and I'm shitting on vets? Why don't you go fucking have somebody shit in your mouth? Why did you switch hormone doctors? Just time to switch, man. This guy's an endocrinologist. Just feel I don't get the same type of compression to the left side of my body compared to the right. Maybe go get it checked out. Maybe you have a nerve issue. I don't know. Does rep range matter much when going for muscle gains? If so, much rep range? Not really. I think generally speaking, 8 to 12 reps is a good range. Your resume is impeccable, Mark. You the man. Don't let haters get to you. They don't. Mark, supplements rock. Thank you, Robert. Will Big Rammy get the win this year? I don't know. We'll have to see. Do you enjoy sushi? Oh, absolutely. What's my favorite? I like unagi. NPP or EQ? Not the guy for that. Do dingleberries dingle? Because it wasn't profitable. No, we didn't. The event was going to actually not bring in much. It was going to be a flop. So people would have gone. They would have been pissed because no one was going to show. Like, everybody flaked. You know, Chris didn't flake. Chris had other things happen that he had to go to. So it is what it is. A lot of people just flaked. For the guy who said you shit on vets, how much money have you raised, punk? Donations are donations. Anything, everything, and anything helps. Is tracking your protein necessary when you're losing fat? Absolutely. Get a gram per pound. Do you think mixing Miracle Labs pump with New Core Fury is too much? Ask them. I own MTS. Mark, as a vet, I appreciate what you've done. Business is business. You've done an awesome thing. They'll understand one day. Honestly, I don't care. I really don't care. You know, I'm done doing anything publicly, trying to raise money with others. I'm going to just donate money on my own and keep it to myself because I'm sick and tired of this shit. Operation Truth needs to go on Operation Get Facts. Why do people talk shit online but in person lose a boxing match to Mark? True. Maybe. I suck. Should I do intermittent fasting? I'm not a big fan. Would you ever consider setting up a more affordable way to get your supplement around the world, example Canada? We are on Amazon.ca. We are affordable in Canada. It's through Amazon. You could order it. It's on Prime. Progressive overload is done with weights, reps, rest time, which is better for beginners, any of them. But generally, load will be the best way for beginners to increase. Will you be in or around Ohio early mid-August? I have no plans of going to Ohio in August. I asked about your hormone doc because I'm considering TRT. My levels last year have been as low as 250, and the highest was 399. I'm 30 and very active and have decent muscle mass. Never done steroids. Get it checked. My doctor, I have his information on the other channel, youtube.com/Lobliner in one of the descriptions. Thoughts on fake natties? Honestly, steroids are against the law, so I don't see why they wouldn't lie about it. If I was on illegal steroids, well, I wouldn't be on illegal steroids, but let's say I'm one of them. I see why they don't. You don't want the DEA knocking on your door. Should I take 400 grams of protein at 275? It's about 1.5 grams. I don't see anything too wrong with it, but it's kind of excessive. Thoughts on DHEA? I'm not a huge fan. I'd rather see you get your levels checked out. What do you think about Wesley Visors? I have no clue who that is. Guess I'll just rock a skin cape in my 6-pack. I don't got cosmetic surgery cash. As far as vets go, thank you all. Mark, don't feed the trolls. I'll feed them all I want. They're hungry. The trolls are hungry. Sean, my HRT doc is Dr. Saya Deveda. Tips for love handles, weigh 230. Lose fat. You're just too fat. Go to dropfactorbook.com. That's dropfactorbook.com. Mark, you put on the show, then others back out, and people blame you so bad. Without you, there was no fundraiser. Yeah, I guess that's how it is. I don't know. I guess it's just a couple people, but I get more veterans coming up and thanking me for what we've done than people who didn't. Remember, just 1 week ago, I was in a boxing ring raising money for the Semper Fi Fund. So, I mean, I'm just done. I mean, I'm over it. And honestly, it's really sad if there's any veterans who think that way after we've donated over $70,000 to Semper Fi Fund. Drop Factor book is only available in hardcover. It's $5. Come on, dude. Tips for a college student trying to prepare for a show? Don't. You're too young. Unless you're a 30-year-old college student. Just wait till you're old enough. You're just going to fuck up your hormones at this age. Thanks for your advice on TRT. I'll check your IG post and check out that doc. They accept insurance or is it out of pocket? Talk to them. I'm not sure which insurances they cover or not. I know what my situation is, but I like to keep my insurance shit to myself. There's some things I do like to be private about. For athletes, do you think it's important to face extra store fat for performance? Athletes do usually need more fat. I respect Mark for what he's done for helping out vets. Thank you. Favorite cable exercise? Any of them. I like all exercises. Thanks, bro. Thanks to you. It's 32 minutes. I said I'd go 20. Shit, they're going to kick me out of this hotel. Do you think bodybuilding is a sport or a pageant? Bodybuilding is a pageant. It's not a sport. Definitely not a sport. If bodybuilding is a sport, then so is Miss America. And this coming from a guy who's a retired pro. Thoughts on mini cut and mini bulk? I'd rather see you not get fat. Any thoughts on weight training in the morning and fight training at night 5 days a week? I would rather see you do fight training on separate days, or one has to give. If you're going to do weight training and fight training, focus on one as your priority. I agree about bodybuilding not being a sport. I'm glad someone agrees with me. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it. And again, really appreciate you guys. We'll do this every Tuesday, Thursday. I'll see you guys Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right back here, right back on this channel. Thank you so much.